Here's, of course, Dragon Ball Z Budokai. And thankfully, because of its price range, it was only $4. And it was actually a pretty good snag, since at least it was pretty cool. Plus, this is also one of the first Dragon Ball games to be done by another company. And as you notice, Funimation was on here before they went crazy. But aside from that, it was a pretty good game, but definitely kind of outdated. And honestly, really, you're off better playing the Dragon Ball Fighters. You're off better playing Dragon Ball Fighters, since that's a much better refined game. Likewise, I also have Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, which also comes in its original case, and by far another game, but has better cell shading, but has better looks, and at least is a much more improved version of Budokai 2. I mean, Budokai. I said Budokai 2. Also, however, they also removed Zarbon, Dodoria, and Android 19 for some reason. Why did they remove them? I guess I'll never know. Also, this is an interesting one since I got these from Books and Music Exchange. If you're wondering how I got these, they were actually dirt cheap. I got 2 of these games along the way. Well, I also got 2 other DVDs for Family Guy Season 1 and 2 volumes of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Definitely shows I think you should watch. Except Family's current seasons, which I got the first one. But anyway, off topic. This is Budokai 3, which, if I can show you the case, hang on. See, right here. It's the disc itself. Anyway, the disc itself, it looks pretty okay. And then there's the next game. Then there's Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. However, from what I've heard, it's said to be the worst Dragon Ball game ever. Can anyone, if anyone can post in the comments on why this is bad, please let me know, because then I'm not sure why this is considered the worst game ever. Heads up, we're almost done. And first, we're going to go to this. Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. This CGI looks very outdated. I got this game because I thought it looked pretty good, and actually it was pretty fun. Of course, funny enough, it features Michael Jackson. For some reason. Also, Shaquille O'Neal. And Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Oh no, I'm sorry. The President and the First Lady for some reason. A very good pickup fun, but definitely an outdated game in the slightest. Done by Midway, the same creators for Mortal Kombat. So, it's an okay find. Definitely a try, but definitely something I shouldn't spend so many hours on. Then there's Eco. This is not one of my interests. This game really doesn't interest me that much. Honestly, because since it's not the game I prefer. I mean, if you still like it, that's completely fine, and definitely one of the most influential games ever. But really, this game really doesn't interest me in any way. Plus, the box art here in America really doesn't do anything to help it. Which, why do they think this was okay? Because apparently the Japanese and European versions are a little not interesting too, but at least they look very good, and I think have much better box art than this game. This game just shows a generic bootleg game you see a lot, or one of those shovelware games you see on the bargain bins. So really, but to be fair, from what I've heard from the music, it's amazing. I think its gameplay is outdated for me. It's not a game I'm interested in, but definitely pick up if you want to find it. Good luck trying to get your hands on it, though. I mean, I think it's dirt cheap. I'll look that up later. Huh. We're almost done. We just need 6 games left. Here is the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Before the Legacy Collection, there was this game. Probably by far the most definitive one at the time. But definitely not an ideal way to play, and plus the box, in my opinion, looks a bit awkward. Plus it was released on Mega Man's 15th anniversary, when the, one of the Mega Man games was interesting at the time. Also, this is a fun game. Definitely a pickup if you don't have a Legacy Collection, or if you still have a PS2 lying around. Plus it includes 2 arcade games as bonus features. And plus an episode of the Mega Man TV show for some reason. The Xbox version, it even has a thing for Inti Warrior. Someone needs to tell me what that show is. But definitely not a bad one. I like it. Now, if you want to talk about fun collections, here's the one I liked. Mega Man X Collection. Actually, out of all the collections, was my most favorite PS2 game, since it collected every single Mega Man X game at the time. Mostly X1 through X6. This includes This includes. I'm sorry. Let me start over. Anyway, this includes Mega Man Battle and Chase, a game that was never released in North America, but only was released in Europe and Japan. And mostly we got the European version, which runs slower. But I think it's a pretty fun game. But definitely not. But definitely inferior to Mario Kart. But this is a very fun game, and I do recommend it. I give it a thumbs up. It's very dirt cheap, though I think you're better off getting the Legacy X collection since it has all the games in there. Okay, why do I have this game? Yeah, this game is said to be the worst, but I think it's much better than X6. Mostly how easy it is, since X6 is just atrocious. I'm not a fan of X6 if you haven't noticed. I do prefer this, but again, I can notice, but is it outdated? Oh yeah, completely it is. It is definitely outdated. You're better off playing this on the Legacy Collection since it has better gameplay, faster loading times, and you don't have to worry about it just not much. But honestly, I can understand the reputation it gets, so definitely not a must buy. It just. Then there's Street Fighter EX3. Also, if you notice, mine has a chip in it on the case. It says to be very good, but it looks like it's in a good condition. This is also a launch title for the PS2, just like Tekken Tag Tournament. Works pretty good, but really it's a little clunky, and the models look awful. This is not really a must-buy. The first two games are, but seriously not a must-buy. Ooh, we're going to the classic territory. We're going to the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Definitely a fun game, and pretty much a good must-buy. It includes two of the best. It includes Hyper Street Fighter 2, which I think was Japan exclusive, and Third Strike, the best Street Fighter game apparently. Probably the most competitive too, and the most famous too. Definitely a must-buy, and includes the Street Fighter movie as a bonus feature, so hey, that's pretty cool. This is the last game we show off, Street Fighter Alpha Anthology, which includes a lot of the Street Fighter series up to that point. Street Fighter Alpha, 2 Gold for some reason, Alpha 3, and includes two other Street Fighter games like Hyper Street Fighter Alpha, another Street Fighter 3, and Super Gem Fighter Megamix. I think this is by far a good game, and you really do need to get this. So yeah, those are all the PS2 games I own for the console. There's some hit and miss, but really, the PS2 line is pretty fun, and there's a lot of great games that were made for the console. I still think the Nintendo has the better games on the systems, except for the Wii at times. But these games are by far legacy titles, and it's great to see that the PS2 lasted for this long. Make sure you pick some of these up, but make sure that you get them quickly, because since they can raise up in prices soon. But with that, ends part 2 of the video. Again, I accidentally clicked stop for the part 1. But until next time, peace out.